Traders don't even struggle with finding entries. What they really struggle with is their emotions on getting in the entry and then believing in themselves and the confidence behind it. And I always notice that that's always people's struggle. They know how to set it up. They know how to put up the marks and know where price is going, but they're just always hesitant to enter. And this is what part 2 about emotional stability and decision making is going to be all about. Entries. So enough talking. Let's get to the video. All right. So enough being said. These are going to be the 4 things affecting your entries to me that I noticed that helped me become a better trader. And I wanted to go on a quick recap to show you guys part 1, where we was breaking down emotional stability, financial stability, decision making, and a little plan of how I would look at trading if I was to do decision making. If you guys want to take a screenshot of this, you're more likely to. So I'm going to move on to the next topics. All right. So with part 2 of entries, one thing I do notice is that when it comes to entries, it's never really about the setup. It's always about people wanting to be perfect or people wanting to not experience drawdown, or they're trying to, once again, they've done all the work and now they're trying to predict their entry when in fact they just need to enter. So these are the 4 things that I think that affect your entries. Not even your trading, it's just your entries. So number 1, I'm going with, it sounds simple, but it's not. Confidence. So people don't realize that when they're day trading and when they started, they already were in a position where they weren't believing themselves in a sense. They didn't have a sense of understanding that I could do this. That's why if you realize there's actually a lot of people who trade prop firm, and the reason why they do that is a big excuse is they like to say they don't want to trade live money. A lot of people are okay with trading prop firm because they're not comfortable with trading their live money. So when they're trading the funded, they're always looking at it as, well, I'm trading a funded, so if I even lose this account, this is really how much it costs. When this is already a bad mindset, because it already lets you know that you don't want to handle live real trading. Because to me, prop firms restrict you. Prop firms are putting you on books that aren't on real trading platforms. Prop firms are making challenges harder and harder. And people always forget, what's the main way prop firms make money? They want you to lose. So you're kind of already at a disadvantage. I understand this for capital, but use that capital to go live. That's how I look at it. Use that capital to go live, or just go live. I think going live is the best option. And why I bring that all back to confidence is because, once again, people are scared to trade live money. And it kind of says a lot. For me, I've always started to realize that bad confidence is someone saying this trade has to win, when instead they should have a mindset of, I've seen this setup 100 times. They should start telling themselves more and more, instead of, oh, this has to go right, but instead you should be more comfortable in seeing a setup and saying, I know this setup. This is a setup that I'm used to. And you have to understand that coming into that, you can't be having a confidence that depends on winning, because then you'll hesitate after any loss. If your confidence depends on the process, you're going to keep executing. I'm trying to tell you that. If you follow the process, you follow the system, you follow your trades, it's going to go well. So for me, something important I want to take away is that, so you guys can write this down, bad confidence. This trade has to win. Real confidence. I've seen this setup 100 times. I'm taking it. I'm trusting the process. understand for bad confidence. Apologies. Depends on winning. So if fails to win, will begin to hesitate. I know that happens to a lot of people. When they get in the trade, and instead of telling themselves they've seen the setup before, they're gonna trust the process. They always tell themselves this trade has to win. They need the money. They need the profit. This is what I need. I'm telling you right now, that's bad. That's bad confidence. Because the confidence, seeing you seen the setup and you're gonna trust the process, it means that your confidence relies on your work ethic. So if you start looking at it like this, it'll start speaking to you a lot more. Are you even putting in enough work? Are you really breaking down what it takes to have psychology into trading? Or is it just a buy or sell button for you? Is it really just a I'm just gonna buy without really breaking down, understanding the decisions that you're actually making? So this is what I wanted to do for number one. Oh, this is number one. Number two, fear. So for fear, this is what I think of when I hear fear. I hear what if this is like one lot, like what if this is like one of the losses, you know? Or what if I get stopped out? Or someone hesitates, maybe I should wait. Or nah, I don't think so, I might just enter later. And then price ends up taking off without you. I know that's happened to me plenty of times. I know I told myself that I see price reversing while I'm in a trade. I'm okay with taking small profits. And instead of just believing in myself, believing in my setup, I would have ended up making a lot more or being in a trade that I was supposed to be in. And always understand when that happens, something that triggers you in your mind is that you already know you're right. So now you're trying to chase the setup. And you don't even realize that now you're trying to blame the setup because you can't get in, when you're not realizing it was really your decision making. So you gotta slow it down. Because for fear puts unwanted questions in your mind. You gotta start putting a systematic question in your mind so price aligns with your emotions align with your entries, and you make better trading decisions. Because when you're calm, when you're more cool, collected, when you're in trades, you make way better trading decisions. So for me, something I want to put is that fear of bad decisions. So blame setup. Fear of bad decisions, so blame setup. Not believing in their process. Always overthinking the minor things. Fear brings up questions that are most likely not necessary when a efficient decision making and trading plan is formed. This is for number three. This is for number two, my bad. So far, we have confidence and we have fear. You have to understand that with the idea of getting in entries, you have to really get more clear with who you are as a person. Because the more you figure that out, the easier you are to get in trades. The more you understand the market, the more you see the setup, the the easier it is for you to get in trades. The easier it is for you to just slow down. The more you slow down, the easier it is for fear to not be there, because you are now taking the time to not only see the process, try and like try and just go in and out. Now you're really trying to soak it in, take your time, and be confident in yourself. Because now it's not about just making money. It's about seeing the setup and executing, making the right decisions when that setup is there at the end of the day. That's what it's all about. Because that's all life is about. It's about making the right decision. Not all days you're gonna make the right decision. So you have to realize that's the same thing with trading. You're not always gonna be right. So you have to learn how to manage that. You have to learn how to manage in case of fear of losing something. The same way people do that with money. When people get a paycheck and they're spending money on food or spending money to go out or to get gas, they've already mentally accepted that type of loss when it comes to making money. But no one cares to do that and align that with trading or investing, because now it's too much. Now they don't have time. Now they don't realize they can't sacrifice or budget to do the small little things just to get involved. And that's why I say this lines with fear and confidence. So that's why I think for the third one, that's going to be, for me, is that affects your entries. Is going to be something very simple. It's emotions. Now, when I say emotions, I don't just mean about losing or hesitating. I mean about the whole spiel of it. So, imagine after a loss, you don't realize that for your emotions, your fear increases, your spike. So now you're not calm. Now you're trying to chase. Or now, in general, your mindset is clouded. So now you're trading a market with a clouded mindset, which is not efficient at all. I've done that plenty of times, and I know coming to the markets with a clear head keeps you in the game. Please write that in. Please write that down. Markets with a clear head always keeps you in the game. So now, look at it like this as well. After a win, your greed increases. So you have to realize, once again, even though you're doing something right, you're winning, you're getting profits, your setup is hitting, your emotions are not stabilized. Your emotions are increasing. Your emotions are not calm, structured, and systematic. They're now unpredictable. Because now, if you're making big wins or big losses, you don't know how you're going to react. Greed could increase. Being more anxious could increase. Wanting to make big rash decisions now due to outcomes in the market. It shows that emotional stability is not there. It shows that you're very clouded. So I want to understand. I want people to understand that even when you're losing, when you're winning, those both can ruin entries, because greed can cause rushing, and fear now starts causing hesitation, and they both over time will start creating bad or trading decisions. So I really want you to understand that one thing I'll leave with you guys is that both can ruin entries. Fear causes hesitation and greed causes rushing. Being balanced is the way. Okay? Both winning and losing can hurt your entries due to the fact fear causes hesitation and winning causes greed. You need to balance your emotions and system. I don't know why it's so far. System to succeed daily in the markets, not just one day. Consistently. Why is it doing that? Okay. Due to the fact fear causes hesitation, winning causes greed. Okay, we'll do that. Trying to fix it all. Give me a second, y'all. Please. Appreciate y'all being patient. Okay. Coming into the markets with a clear head always keeps you in the game. Both winning and losing can hurt your entries due to the fact fear causes hesitation and winning causes greed. You need to balance your emotions and system to succeed daily in the markets, not just one day, consistently. And that is number 3. Now, just giving you guys a chance to understand that with this section of my videos, it's not about chart work. It's about you. It's about understanding who you are as a trader. Because the more you learn yourself, the better you realize, and the more you realize that each trader is actually really different. Yeah, we may trade the same simple things. We may be caught in the same trades, but traders are very different. How they enter, how they execute, what they're looking for, their patience, how long they want to be in trades, what charts they like to look at. And that's very important to realize over time, because then you realize that trading is about molding who you are as a person and how you can succeed in the markets. And now, going on to the final part, which is number 4. Number 4, what helps or what affects your entries is trust, which in a sense is like confidence, but it's more trust is deeper than confidence to me, because it's about understanding that you believe in yourself, just trusting who you are, trusting what you're doing is making the right decision. So for notes that I want to leave, I don't want to make this video too long. We're already at 18 minutes. What I want to simplify is that a lot of traders just don't trust themselves. Not because they're incapable, it's because they haven't collected enough evidence. You can't trust a model you never tested. You can't trust a system you probably never journaled. Trust comes with evidence. Evidence creates confidence. Confidence improves decision making, and decision making improves execution. So you have to understand, trust from the start comes with evidence. So back testing, taking your time, reading, doing the work, that brings trust in yourself. And when I try and tell people this, they never believe me. They always think I'm just about to tell them this quick little answer and they're about to know. No, it's really, you really got to take this work if you really want to become a trader. This is going to challenge who you are as a person, mentally, physically, and make you either more successful or it's going to hurt you. And you have to, and if you want to become successful, and if you want to try a way, do day trading, then you have to understand that. You have to understand day trading is going to teach you who you are as a person. It's up to you to build that. So with trust, one thing that I'll leave is that trust comes with evidence. Next one. Evidence creates confidence. Now, confidence creates or improves decision making. And now, and finally, decision making. Hope I spelled that right. Decision making improves execution. So understand, you want to start trusting yourself, go find the evidence. Go do the work. Go write in notes. Go break it down. Go watch a video. Go watch a video, break down a chart. Trust yourself. Go do the back test. Go try it out. There's free trials right now for TradingView. Practice. Trust yourself. Show the evidence. Because when the evidence is there, the confidence comes. Once the confidence comes, you start having a clear, calm head in the market because you understand your setup, what the market's supposed to be doing to your setup. And if it's not doing that, you walk away. It's that simple. And with this video, I do appreciate you guys staying this long. I really didn't want it to be this long. But yeah, if you guys want to take a screenshot, go ahead. Trying to get this out the way, but it's cool. So yeah, go ahead and take a screenshot. 4 things affecting your entry. We'll fix that. Affecting your entry. Affecting your entries. Confidence, fear, emotion, and trust. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys have a good day. Safety.
feel like this in a long time.